Okay, today's video we will be using leftover ground turkey from the last video where we made tacos, and I had made the whole roll and had food left over. So I just want to show what you can do, a meal that you can prepare with some leftovers. And it doesn't have to be with your leftovers. Of course, it can be fresh, but I'm using ground turkey and you can use ground beef. So if you like to see what I'm making, keep watching. So of course the first thing you want to do is warm up. Okay, now that the meat has warmed up, the next thing that you want to do is remove it from the fire and get you a bigger pan or skillet. Get you a can of spray, cooking spray. And I spray heavily. And get you some tortillas. And these right here are the 8-inch, I believe, 10 count medium soft taco tortillas. And I'm going to use two different kinds. I'm going to use this one as well. It's more of a flatbread, but I'm going to use it in the place of a tortilla. So you put that one on and then spray it as well. Before you get started, you can cut up tomatoes, cut up some olives, some green onions or regular onions, yellow, purple, red, whatever. Get your cheese ready. You can have all that stuff out together, you know, prepared. So all you have to do is do this part that I'm doing. And you don't have to season anything because your meat is from leftovers. And if you want to know what I put in this meat, then you have to go back and watch the other video. That's the quick tacos. Okay, I'm back. I decided to go ahead and put a little parsley. And I normally would use garlic salt, but I couldn't find it, so I'm just using garlic powder. And all we're doing with this is getting the tortillas a little browned. And also you want to have your oven on preheat to 350. And right where these bubbles are, that's where it's it's getting warm. You can tell that the skillet is finally warming. I put it in this pan, so it's just like a pie pan, a little Pyrex pan. And then it'll go in the oven. And then once this one is done, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I'll be back, okay? Okay, now we're back and we're ready. So the first thing you want to do, and I did not grease the bottom because I have enough cooking spray on my tortilla. First thing you want to do is add your meat. Now the other thing I was saying that you could add, that I would have added first before the meat if I was going to use it, would be the refried beans. And of course you can add more meat. Me and my daughter does not like a whole lot of meat on ours, so, and this one is my daughter's, because I'm using a flatbread and she's using a tortilla. Okay. And you can spread it out as much as you want. I just don't like it too close to the edge. But it doesn't matter. Okay, then after that, you will grab the other tortilla and place it on top. Okay. Now remember, you would have refried beans as well as meat. Now from here, I'm going to add a few onions. And yes, you can add more layers. You can keep layering it, make it a triple stack, double stack, quadruple stack, however you want it. Tomatoes. And black olives. She doesn't like a whole lot of toppings, so that's why I'm kind of trying to make it evenly distributed. Because she'll start picking stuff off if it's a little too much of everything together. Then after that, we can add the cheese. And this cheese is specifically Mexican style, Happy Farms. It has a blend of Monterey Jack, cheddar, queso, quesadilla, and one of these other ones I don't know how to pronounce, so I'm not gonna make a fool of myself trying. But you make it as cheesy as you would like it. And that's about enough for her. Then I go back in, and this is all optional from here. I add a little black pepper on top, just a little bit. That was probably barely 1/4 of a teaspoon. I add a little bit of parsley. Just a couple sprinkles of green onions, just for color as well as taste. Right on time, the oven's ready. And you only have to leave this in long enough just for the cheese to melt, and then it's ready. So I will be back once it's done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here it is all plated up. But I also wanted to show you, I've cut it already in 4s with cooking shears. You can split it open, and right in the middle you can add your little dipping cup, and that can be for some salsa, that can be for some cream, not cream cheese, sour cream. And I know that's what she's going to put on it, but that is her plate. Bon appetit. I wanted to show how I was going to do it with the flatbread. So I've already warmed it, toasted it a little bit, then added my meat. And so this is how I'm going to do this one, just in case if someone else wants to do it with flatbread. Now you can do it with just one and then add all the toppings on that and put it in the oven, or you could do like I did, because flatbread is pretty thin, and since I'm not adding refried greens, anything like that, then you just pick that up, and that way it's closed. And then you continue to add everything that you need to add, which will be, I'm not going to add the onions first because I'm going to have more of my green onions versus white. If you notice, I had the white on my daughter's, which actually they were yellow onions, sorry. And I like lots of vegetables on mine. So that's why you see me piling mine. And by the way, that flatbread is 90 calories per piece. And the tortillas are 120 each. So if it matters to you, then there it goes. And if it doesn't matter to you, just take the one you like. Now, I don't like a lot of cheese, so I will not be having mine piled like hers was. That's just enough for me. And I still will add the black pepper. The parsley. And I like crushed red peppers. So I'm going to go ahead and add that so I don't have to add it later. And yes, I like a lot because I really like it to be spicy. And then I will add some green onions. And I've already pre-cut these. They're fresh green onions and I just pre-cut them. And each topping, add as much as you want for each member in your family. Okay.